Hey folks, please subscribe. If I get 1,000 subs, I can monetize my channel. Today we're going to learn about the align tool, and we're going to use this fox's tail as an example. So let's rebuild the fox's tail using a block, and we will take our block, put it over here, and just for the sake of expediency, we'll change the size using properties 16, 16, 16. It's always good to use numbers that are multiples, that are like squares of 2, like 2, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256. Those numbers you can split in half over and over again. Nice property of them. All right, so let's turn collisions on. We'll park this thing right on the ground and slide it over here. And let's get rid of the plastic. We'll make it concrete. That way it shows up a little bit better. Reflects the light a little bit better. We'll put, give it a color. Pink again. All right, now let's get so let's do one thing. Do a little hygiene. The position is -20, 8.9999, 35. Let's clean that up. Let's just make it -20. Whoops. And then we'll just say 8, and then instead of 35, well, 35 is fine. We'll make it 36. I like numbers that you can cut in half. All right, so we'll take this block and we're going to put I always say duplicate. Don't make new parts, but you're not able to turn a regular part into a corner wedge, which is what we need. What the heck? Get back. All right, sorry. Camtasia, I make a lot of videos. All right, so we need to align this corner wedge, but first, let's change the size. We're gonna make it 8, 16, 8. So it's, I already figured out this size in a different video. But here's the issue we're trying to solve. We're going to try to put this on top of here and line it up in the corner there. Zoom in. It actually lined up pretty well. Yeah, that wasn't too hard. But let's say that's just not working for you. You want to use the align tool. And again, let's give this a color or a texture that reflects the light a little bit better. Concrete. Okay, so the align tool is a plugin. No, it's not. It's right here. This is a very confusing tool, but once you understand what these little icons mean in the world, the local, XYZ. So let's just do an experiment. We'll just say we're going to align these parts. And now you got to click on them both. The one that you click first stays in place. The one that you click second, so command click. When you click second, it's going to move. So we're saying align according to the world axis, align the X, Y, and Z axes. So here, this little cube shows you like the X axis is going in the red direction, the Y axis, the green direction, and the Z axis is going up and down. So we'll say align it in all the dimensions relative to active objects. And we're going to say align centers. You can align edges, and guess what it's going to do? You're going to align all the axes. So align, boop. Oh, so I had it backwards. The one you click second stays in place. So let's Command Z that. So let's click this one, and then we'll click this one. Now we'll align. So it put it right in the middle because it aligned the X, Y, and Z axes of the corner wedge to the middle. So this says align middles. So let's try something else. We'll say let's align just the up and down axis, see if that works. So the Z axis, and we'll select this one, and then we'll select the block. You know what? We need to move this. So select that one, select the block. We'll say align. Nothing happened. Because on this Z axis here, they're already aligned. So let's slide this thing way over here. Oops, we got too many things selected. We'll slide the wedge over here. Now we will say wedge, block, align. Oh, and it shows you. That's cool. All right. So once you go over here, it says we are going to, that yellow plane, see that? It says we're going to slide it over until the z-axes are centered. So let's align that. Boom. So the z-axes are centered. You can see that. The z-axis, remember, is the axis, blue axis that goes that way. It goes up and down on the screen at this from this view. So what we really want to do is line the edges. So let's say we're going to align the maximum edge of the wedge to the maximum edge of the cube. When we go over here, it says, oh, we're going to slide the cube to where that plane is, that yellow plane. So we'll align it there. That's pretty cool. So we want to push it, we want to have it on top. We're making that foxtail again. So it needs to move in the x direction, this red axis. So we'll say in the x direction, let's align it again. And it says it wants to slide it all the way over there. Actually, we don't want to, if we slide it all the way over there, it's not what we wanted. Command Z that. So instead, let's align the minimum edge. Maximum and minimum here means like the far away edge and the near edge. According to this axis here, like this blue axis that's hard to see goes out into the distance. So the minimum is the one that's closest to down here. The maximum is the one that's way out in the distance. Same for this x-axis. So if we say align minimum edges, they're going to be this way. If we say align maximum edges, they're going to be over here. So now if we say align minimum edges, align, boop, look at that. It's lining up. So yeah, now let's just slide this down until it bumps. Boop. And let's take a close look. Looks pretty aligned. So yeah, the best way to get to know this tool is just play with it, get to know it. Then when you paste a new part into your model and it's way the heck out in outer space, just click on it and then click on like the spawn location and align it. And your part will get sucked in from outer space and placed, you know, aligned with the spawn. So yeah, this would be a good thumbnail. All right. Thanks, and please subscribe if I get 1,000 subs. I can monetize.